Alright, ladies, gentlemen, anybody else that happens to be watching this video at this current moment, hello. Holy shit, that sounded so professional. Anyway, it is now 12:48 AM, on a Monday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I've decided to make this video so I could really kind of explain what I want this channel to be and explain like the method behind my madness and just all my thoughts behind the videos and stuff. So so on YouTube now, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm not saying it's negative because it really isn't, but I honestly, and this isn't a dig to anybody, man, a lot of those bigger creators in that space, not going to name anyone, but I'd love to like collab with all those guys in the future. Like, I personally wouldn't like to do that sort of stuff, what I'm about to say, but like I think they're really good people, like, in general, you know what I mean? But, I don't really fuck with a lot of certain content on YouTube, so obviously in this prank genre, right? And I wouldn't call myself a prankster. I think this channel is really more of like a creative channel where there's like vlogs, there's funny shit that happens, and I try, and the number one thing I try, and you might watch my videos and sort of get it, but every video I will get humiliated, because when I write every video, I have to get humiliated. Like, that's the number one thing. I have to get humiliated, or I have to be doing something really, really weird. Either of the two have to happen, or it won't be one of my videos. You know what I mean? But as I was saying, on YouTube now, there's a bit too much, not negativity, because it's not negativity in my opinion, but I just don't like the content. Not that I think it's bad, like those guys are a lot bigger than me, so who am I to say it, you know what I mean? But in my humble and personal opinion, I cannot see myself doing content like angry Karen attacked me, or angry old man tried to fight me, or he tried to fight me, like, or he tried to hit the camera, he tried to do this, he tried to do that, and like going around in like shopping centers and just sort of triggering someone so they can have a reaction for that to go in the title, if that makes sense. And no hate to any of the guys who do it, like, bro, they're a lot bigger than me, so you know what I mean? But I personally, like on a personal sort of level, don't really fuck with that type of thing. Not saying, because I'd love to collab with those guys in the future, but I just can't do it, because obviously last year I was struggling a little bit getting going on the YouTube. I was struggling for cameraman, man. I had so many like down days, so many times depressed. I was working in a shitty factory. I just had such a shitty life last year. I was going on TikTok, but man, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So I didn't know how to get going, you know. I made a video very similar to this in January or February or March last year, and being like, man, like this year I'm gonna grind. And I wanted to, dude, I wanted to grind, but I couldn't find a cameraman or anybody to really help me, and it was really like a sad time for me. Not trying to like be that guy who's like, oh, like woe is me, but it was just a hard time, you know, where you're like, man, I just want to get going on something, but like I don't have someone to hold the camera, so it's like, fuck, like what do I do? So I was obviously grinding on TikTok and stuff, and thank you to everybody watching this and anybody who follows the main TikTok and everything. Like, I couldn't have obviously been in this even position, whatever you would consider this, without you guys. So I really appreciate that. But back onto I went on a bit of a tangent there, but back on what I was saying, I was creating a whole bunch of content, and in this current prank realm, right? It's like, no, I wouldn't call it harassment, because that's like such a pussy way to say it, but it's like, just like triggering people for views is like the new funny, if that kind of makes sense. I think that's kind of a valid point. Like, not triggering in like a bad way, but just like, obviously you prank someone and they have a reaction. It's kind of like, it's just a little negative in my opinion. And I'm not saying they shouldn't keep doing that. Like, I'm not going to do it personally, but like it gets views for people, you know? And I guess it's one of those things where it's like, don't hate the player, hate the game. But honestly, man, in my opinion, I just can't do it. I tried doing something similar to that, but I always tried to keep it behind the channel, but I didn't know what I was doing last year. So I was just trying out all this different content. And the hard part about filming, right, it's like, man, you go out and you get a great reaction, someone gets really pissed off and you know it's going to go viral, but then there's also that other little mental aspect where it's like, man, like this person didn't want to be on film, this person was just going, like living out their day, and then I went and upset them, filmed it, and then posted it for my own personal gain. It was like, that path is the only way there, and that's what I see a lot of the young youth are sort of doing that now, and it's because they've kind of been influenced by these other guys to like do that stuff, because that's what works. And like, I was really struggling with it because I wanted it so badly, dude, and I still want it so badly. Like, I only have like 4.7k subs, for Christ's sake. Like, I want 1 million, I want 2 million, I want 5 million, I want to get up there, man. It's been my dream for so long. You know, I've spent every day like chasing it down. I've cut almost like most people out of my life to just chase this down. Like, I get judged by a lot of people for doing this stuff. And it's like, man, like, is it because I'm too quote unquote pussy to do this, to upset someone and post it online? But then I had a conversation with somebody really close to me about this when I was really in the heat of it, you know? And then I sat myself down in like a dark room after that conversation. And I always knew it, but I just sat myself down and I thought for like an hour. And I was like, man, like, I can't go down that path. I'd rather work, no matter how badly I wanted, I would rather work at fucking Macca's for the rest of my life, flipping burgers and just putting fries in fucking cardboard containers and sitting on like 1k subs, making videos I love and still fucking busting my ass at it, than I would living at the top of LA, you know, hanging out with all the celebrities, knowing deep down, man, that I might have like 30 million subs, but you know what, I did it by just purely upsetting people and ruining people's days. I know it might sound weird to some people, like, oh, you're such a pussy, you're such this, you're such that, but I just think it's just the way I've maybe just been brought up, like maybe that's what my parents taught me, but I don't know, I can't bring myself to do it, and I tried to do it, but I can't, and it might work for some people, but sadly it doesn't work for me, so that's why, man, now I'm really making the videos I love. Every person in the video will always be told afterwards that, like, listen, we're making a video, like, are you cool to be in it? Yes, done, we'll use it. If not, well, then I guess we're gonna have to think of something else. And that's exactly what happens now. And obviously, if you look through my videos, they're all the weirdest things ever. And every video, I will be humiliated. So even a hidden camera thing, I will be the one who gets humiliated. It will never be a prank on someone else. I will always be the butt of the joke. And that is the goal of this channel, straight up. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but I can't do those kind of reactions on this channel. I'm not that type of person. That's just, it's not who Max Caruso is. Like, it's not who I am. I don't know, I don't really fuck with that. And you know what, if I have to look like an idiot in front of millions and millions of people, if I have to cover myself in peanut butter, cover myself in mustard, dress up like a furry, like piss myself on stage in front of 2 million people just to get a viral video rather than going to Target and annoying someone, then you best believe I fucking will. That's why, that's like the motivation behind my humiliation, motivation behind humiliation. But yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm so motivated to just get there and get there in a way where, you know what, when I get that 100k plaque, the thing I've wanted for so long, you know, look, it's my screensaver, dude. I've wanted it for so long, and I'll get judged by 1,000,001 people till I get there, but I want to get there. And when I'm sitting down and I finally have that thing in my hands, when I have the 1,000,000 plaque in my hands, when I have all that stuff, I'll be like, man, you know, I did it the right way. I did it in a way where I didn't upset anybody. I did it in a way where, you know what, I got up there without pissing people off. I didn't post anyone without their consent. I just did it in my way, you know. I made videos that everybody around me laughed. And you know what, if I'm the butt of the joke, then fuck it, dude, so be it. So that, I just really wanted to come on and just say that, man, because I want it so badly. Like, man, I can barely sleep, you know. Obviously, I've got heaps of you guys who watch it. We're getting consistent views up, which is nice, you know. I've got a legendary fucking cameraman who helps me 24/7 now, and me and him make a crazy fucking team, and you know what? That's how I know we're gonna get there, dude. We can really do this shit, you know. I don't want to do it in a way where it only benefits me. That's why I'm making this video. Because I want to show everybody, you know, like, you can do it in a respectful and a right way, and I will continue to do that, man. And that's if I have to fuck up, like a whole thing that happened with the mustard video, the peanut butter video, which is right underneath this. I was filming the peanut butter scene, obviously, and then right after, it was going to be a funny office work thing where we were going to like make a joke where I look like an idiot in front of the office works employees, and we did. It was hilarious. And I asked the office works employees, and they were like, nah, sorry, we don't want to be in the video. And I wrote down my Insta. I was like, listen, here's my Insta. I guarantee you we'll never post it. And that was a day before we were meant to drop the video. I went to Coles and I covered myself in mustard. That's why I'm willing to go through anything just to purely make sure everybody in the video is totally cool with it. I look like the idiot, and guess what? I'm still gonna make the best videos around. And I know I will. I know I will just keep humiliating myself in the worst ways. And I know, like, that's how we're gonna do it. That is the way we're gonna do it. And I want this channel to eventually be the resistance. Not hating on anybody else who does it, But anybody who just wants a bit of a breath of fresh air, anybody who wants something a bit different, you know, doesn't want to see people getting upset or negativity or any of that sort of stuff, dude, please just come here. You'll be invited with open arms. At the end of the day, I'd rather be called a loser, a weirdo, like a whatever, because I'm covered in peanut butter or I look like a total nerd, than I would a piece of shit or a dude who doesn't give a fuck about anyone except himself. 'Cause, you know, I want to treat everybody with respect on this journey. And you know what? If that means I'm flipping burgers at fucking McDonald's in 10 years, then that's what it means. But I don't think we're going to be flipping burgers at McDonald's. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm just going to keep doing it the way I believe it should be done, and I'll just see where this journey takes us. I do feel 2023 is going to be a crazy year, man, and I think, yeah, you know, it'll come eventually, man. Hard work will pay off eventually. It will all come. It will all come to us eventually. We will all end up getting there right in the end, and I truly believe that, man. Like, you manifest that you believe and you visualize and you keep saying it and over and over and over again, god damn, it'll fucking come true. No matter how you do it, dude. You just stay at it, you believe in yourself, you don't think about anything except that goal, and you just keep chasing it year after year, day after day. Fuck, man, what year is it now? It's 2023. I started this shit end of 2019, and it's taken a long time, a long time, and a lot of fucking crying and shit to get to where we are now. But you know what? Even if I did halt myself by what I just said, like, even if I did halt the growth by humiliating myself and not trying to do it the standard way, I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I'll let it take another 10 years if that's what it takes, if that's what it means to do it the right way. So, yeah, listen, anybody watching this, anybody who subs, likes, any of that shit, follows on Insta, I love you guys so much. Like, I know it's like the most generic, like, fucking YouTuber thing to say, like, hey, I love you guys so much, like, you guys are fucking kings, but like, seriously, like, thank you for fucking with me, thank you for watching, my shit. I was scratching my nuts during that, I was like half doing it, because, I don't know, anyway, thank you so much, guys, like, honestly, for watching my shit, thank you for dropping likes, thank you for followers, thank you for all the messages on Snapchat, messages on Insta, like, it's so weird, dude, that this is like life, I don't know, it just fucking blows my mind, like, all the cool shit that's been happening lately, all the people that come up to me and shit, so, like, I really appreciate you guys, honestly, like, I say that, like, heart to heart, you know what I mean, like, yeah, it's been hard, but I know I'm gonna end up doing it, somehow in some way, it's gonna happen, you know, one day, like, we'll be fucking, like, like, I don't know, dude, I don't know, I'm thinking so much shit in my head right now, but, you know, one day it'll happen, one fucking day, yeah, thank you, I really appreciate it. Let me turn that bad boy off, love you guys, let's see what happens this year.